Alright, shit is finally beginning to come together full circle, like with the cousins and the Chicago network of agents. I guess when they realized, tonight you can see the little DOJ satellite drone in the sky locating me from my locator, which I have in my stomach that was placed for my surgery. I've previously shown that on video on a previous video. There's usually 4 drones. That's number 1. And I guess they decided that they would put me aside and use my identity to work the willing assets of my cousins to further the scam with the sports and entertainment industry enslavement era. So the cousins that I've been posting have been for a reason, because they are always around me. I never check for them. They're always around me. After I was kicked out of my apartment, I wasn't kicked out. I was moved out. I moved out because my apartment was being broken into. It wasn't secure anymore. Even though I had Xfinity, the service was somehow, like the video service would somehow conk out, even though it was battery operated. And my landlord said, I know I'm not on that video. When I confronted him about it, someone breaking into my house through a window. You can literally hear the window lifting. I'm not going to go through it again. The video is already out there under hashtag Operation Stopgap. However, continuing with the story, since that time, March 2023, I believe, 2024, right after I resigned my employment from the DOJ, I started being like severely harassed in my home. Like clothing, jewelry was rifled through. I don't really have anything like name brand for people to take, but it's just that they've seen me wear it. So my trunk, even to this day, is always open. People are constantly trying to get at my things. Weirdly, and my cousins end up in whatever location that I'm in. Like, I have literally gone all the way to Mexico for dentistry, and they followed me there. Joseph Puentes and his daughters, and Christian Barrera, DOJ asset. So they are willing to work these people over and send messages from my phone. My phones get stolen, from my room. I go to take a shower or a bath, and if my phone isn't in my hand, it gets handled by someone else. You know what I mean? I don't know who can live like that with your phone constantly in your hand. I shouldn't have to, because it is harassment, because they're trying to work cases using still my identity, but my cousins, because I have the influence, but they're showing up instead in my place, and other people showing up in my place. This is both sides of the family. This is also like former co-workers who were on the DM team. Here comes the second drone flashing green lights. I'm no longer in Chicago because of this shit. My cousin Juanita Puentes was married and dating a high-profile NFL star from the Chicago Bears. Was pregnant by him, but not really. Yeah. And these same scams are all over the place for like child support, extortion, all kind of stuff. It's just a lot of nonsense. But now they're trying to get Sierra Puentes and Destiny Puentes a place, and they've gone a little bit too far and mingled with medical data and labeled Destiny as me and me as Destiny, knowing damn well that she's not me, and she's in Dallas pretending to be me, pretending to work with the Dallas teams, and Houston, which I've never been. I do have family in Dallas, but I'm not in Dallas, I'm in Austin. I have made no contact and have none of these people's contacts on my phone. I can show you a video of my messages to show you that I don't have it. My phone is operated by eSIM. When these people do their little games, I think they use a physical SIM. But yeah, so just letting you know what the full circle scam is and why it needs to stop. I reported my phone stolen. It still has never been returned to me to this day. To this day. There's a helicopter there. To this exact day, they're still running games. Mario Leyva is in the other room. His son was arrested 3 years ago, apparently, for something, I don't know what. But I know those cousins were running games as well, and I don't have anything to do with any of that. The sisters and some of the people, when they realize, oh, that's not Veronica, that's so-and-so, you know what I mean, that's Summer or whoever, you know what I'm saying, like, honey, you got to stick with who you chose. Please don't keep bothering me, because I didn't have nothing to do with that. Please don't think that you are entitled to be a part of my life from here until the end of time, because you're not. Because I didn't know you, I simply cheered for your sport, like thousands of other fans, and you will not be bothering me forever. So sorry. Not even looking to meet you in any way. 90% of you, I don't even know you. The other 5%, I'm not about to go out my way to meet nobody. If I saw you, I'd ask for an autograph, of course, but I'm not about to make no arrangements and no life-changing things for 99% of y'all, because it's just not to that degree of fandom or like connection or alignment of goals or anything like that. Now, there are certain things in certain places that I'm supposed to be at a certain time. Like Oklahoma City, something was going on there spiritually. And God was doing something restorative in that land spiritually for all the violence that occurred, all of the massacres, the loss of life, repeat cycles of loss. God was redeeming something through that championship. I could feel it, and they needed a little push in prayer. So I physically traveled there to the area, not looking to do anything other than plant the seed of prayer, and you know what I'm saying, like I enjoyed a breakfast, yeah, and I did what I was supposed to do in that place, and cheered for the team for the rest of that time. And there were some investments made in that land, and a lot of people are going to, a lot of families are going to benefit from that. thankfully. Um, so I just wanted to say that that's the type of stuff that I be on. I don't be on no like romance scams and text me baby and you know, like, whatever. I be like, worried about people being injured, stuff like that, caught up in foolishness, stuff like that is what I'm concerned with. So yeah, that's the other side of this. I'm not doing this. I'm not carrying nobody else's name. I've literally said that you do not have my permission. I have my old phone. I have all of my accounts connected, my bank account, my telephones. I'm able to verify who I am in the world. I have all my documentation. So unfortunately for people, they're not able to erase me from existence without my permission. And I don't permit you. I just don't permit you because you fucked up. You would have to come to me and tell me, hey, we fucked up, and you are unwilling to do that. So since you're unwilling to do that, I'm unwilling to participate with you. Since you don't want to make an admission, I'm requesting that you admit that you fucked up. You don't want to admit that. You just want to settle some stuff under the table, sneaky like, and not have to correct your behavior. And I'm trying to ensure that you don't do this shit to anyone else, to anyone else's family, to anyone else's life. Because you have turned my life upside down. You've turned my cousins into money grubbing, transactional whores, basically. Basically, that's really what it is. And playing games with people and, accepting gifts and demanding apology gifts and shit like that. It's not cute and it's not cool. And especially don't mix my name up into it because I don't even, number one, I don't dress like that. The only person in my circle that I know that has ever worn Louis Vuitton things was Ebony, my stepdaughter, Florinor Dawson. She used to come home with Louis Vuitton, big ass Louis Vuitton bags and say, my dad bought this for me, to her husband, and to her husband, to us, she would say, Chad bought this for me. He has a drawer full of money, and he tells me to buy whatever I want. Okay. Yeah. So there's that. They're also the only two people I know that have always lived above their means, like working for Frito and Verizon does not afford you to drive a BMW and a Lexus and have Gucci clothes and shoes and belts and purses. So there's that, number 3. So this has gone on long enough. You're not going to use me. I'm never going to work for you. I'm never going to be one of these people. I don't want anything to do with you. I'm never going to work against other people's best interests to, what's the word I'm looking for, to make myself, I don't know, feel like I'm saving someone from some manufactured harm. I'm just not doing that shit. I'm sorry, I will never do it. And I want you to stop using my name, stop using my lines, my former lines. They're still connected to my accounts. And you you don't have the ability to force someone to be under your control for any reason, because you fake some information and you don't want your secrets out. That's never gonna happen for y'all. So somebody's son is getting to play in the Major League NFL, somebody's other son is getting to play in the NBA, somebody's so that they can trap people. And I'm sorry, I just don't care. I'm sorry. I'm not letting it slide. I'm not letting it ride. It can't happen with using my name, is what I'm telling you. If that's what y'all want to do, just stay away from me with that shit. That's all I've ever asked. And I don't find it to be too much.